Welcome into the Fan Speak Network. I am your host, Justin Bruni. Joining me, as always, is my co-host and partner, Mr. Andrew, the TD King. Rob, happy hump day, sir. Week 10. We here. We out here. How we doing? How we feeling?
Yes, sir. Feeling good. It's the dawn of a new day for us here in America. In the streets. Same as always. Going through. Did a bunch of drafts already. Actually, I kind of like the slate this week. It's kind of condensed. Like some of the scroll down options later on are interesting,
Mhm.
but it kind of seems condensed. It feels like we're gonna have a lot of the same teams kind of being drafted. Just from the top tier guys are kind of really being consolidated this week. But there are some interesting scroll down options. So let's get into it.
Sounds like we got to get weird. We got to play with it. The
A little bit.
ADP, that is. I thought you would bring a little more excitement, from your big win yesterday. Did you cash in on the election, Andrew?
No, I was watching the poly market. I was
Yeah.
watching people like bet on it yesterday. It was very interesting to see that in real time.
Yeah.
But no, I mean, I did not. I'm I'm not going to bet
I thought
on
I
the
thought for
election.
sure if I knew someone that was betting on it, it was gonna be you. You're the conviction. Yeah, I
Uh,
mean, you knew it, you nailed it, you called it. I mean, what else is there?
that is true. Sometimes you put a bet out there. You're like, man, I kind of like it, and then you're like, like, do I bet it though? And then you don't, and then you kick yourself when it does hit. So I'm sure we'll talk a little bit more about that on DJ and Dads. Where we have been giving out winners time
That
and
is
time
true. That
and
is
time
true.
again.
Every Friday night, 9:30 Eastern, same time, but different night. Let's go. Smash the like button, share the video, and follow the Fan Speak Network. We are going to be diving in to some Underdog Battle Royale Week 10 ADP, going from the top down. Andrew, you want to pull up the board here? We can go
Yes,
through like
sir.
the first set of several players.
Yeah.
You want to
So
click those guys over like the top six to the right?
yes, I do. Sorry. The
We can kind of break them down here and get your thoughts on the first several guys. So right out of the gate, I'd like to ask you kind of about the heavy question mark. A few weeks ago was Tyreek Hill, CMC this week. Right there, right back at the top, number 3.
he
Are you
wasn't.
all in or are you all out?
So he wasn't. Earlier when they obviously Underdog had a little maintenance going on Monday,
Mm.
Tuesday-ish area, so we weren't able to get on, but yesterday when they did release them, I did hop in, did a few before the ADPs really settled in, and Christian McCaffrey was actually going in like the second round. I saw him go
Was
anywhere
his
from
was his ADP at 3 and he was going in the second round,
no.
or his ADP was for the second round?
Yeah, it was later. It has now jumped up. And actually, I was talking
Wow.
to Wiles about this today because we had
Wow.
a meeting, and he was like, "Are you drafting him?" And I'm like, "Not if he's going in the first round. Like, I'll take him maybe end of the second, into the third." And he's like, "I
Mm.
haven't seen that happen," and I did. I saw him go anywhere from 3 to into the third round. So I think there's still a variance with Christian McCaffrey. If people think he's going to get a full workload, what's that
Mhm.
workload going to look like? So for me, like, I'm not taking him at 3 right back from the gate. It doesn't feel good to me. So if he gets into the second round, I'll probably be looking to potentially take him then. But
Okay.
I don't know. I mean,
So
way up at 3 now, it's gonna
let's
be
pull
tough.
him down the board then. Let's pull him down. What do we think? 2 spots? You're gonna take him at
I mean,
5 or
I'm taking him behind all of these guys.
I
I'm
took
taking him
Bijan ahead of him
behind.
earlier, so I would definitely take Bijan over him.
Yep.
Breece Hall, I don't know, man. We're not
Really
getting Breece
soft
Hall.
matchup.
It is a soft matchup, but they're just not using him enough.
Obviously, you can see with my, again, a shout out Best Ball Overlay. If you're not using this, it is a really cool tool. Again, it shows you all the good stuff. But as you can see here in my drafts, I've already done over half of the time I've drafted Brees Hall.
Dang, so you're all in this week. I just don't love
I
I don't love the usage.
I mean, I think usage is fine again. Like, and I know I called this out a few weeks ago with Joe Mixon,
Mhm.
where we're like, do we love the matchup against the Packers? And he fell into the end zone twice. That's how I feel about Hall. Like, you're right. I don't necessarily love it for Hall with the usage, but I
Mhm.
feel like when they get down around the goal line, they're going to give him the opportunity to
Sure.
get in there. If he falls in twice, he's a good pick at the top. So, yeah,
Yeah,
I do
I
believe in
get
him.
that, but I just don't see the guys behind Mixon as threats to take goal line touches away as much as I see Braylon Allen
That's
as
true.
a threat to steal touchdowns. I've seen it. I've had the winning ticket ripped from my fingertips, Andrew, from Braylon Allen on an anytime touchdown for Brees Hall, stopping a 2 touchdown Brees Hall week. I maybe I'm just sore wounds here, but I would be drafting less volume of him just based on his usage. Again, you're doing a lot more drafts than me. How many do you already have in?
I think I already have in like 13.
That's a lot. Wow. It's Wednesday, fella. So
Yes, it is.
and you have a few shares of Brees Hall, I guess. It's again early on. Are you gonna get more? So you're like 5 or 6
Yes.
shares, and
Yes.
you're all in. I love it. All right, so let's pull him up the board then. So like 2.
I will take him over everybody except for JJ and Barkley.
Interesting. Okay.
So
Okay.
he gets slotted in for 3 for me.
I have no pushback to that. I think that Barkley could be in line for a big week. He's got a good matchup. Go back up really quick. Yeah, they're playing the Cowboys, losing Dak Prescott, bad up against the rushing attack from the opposite end. We talked about this before last week, with the Bengals and the Raiders game about how poor quarterback play and a dysfunctional offense can just lean in favor to the other team's offense getting a lot of potential positive touches in scoring territory, which is exactly what we got out of Joe Burrow and the Bengals last week. So that was an absolute slam dunk. I think you can get something similar here where the Cowboys are just completely deflated and, they're going down into the first half, down 28 to 10 maybe. I mean, we've seen Cooper Rush do some things, but they could also be missing CeeDee Lamb. It could be a very bad week for the Dallas Cowboys. So I think that Barkley is ranked appropriately. Jefferson, just sure-handed, continues to do it every single week. I think you're just taking him at that spot because of the consistency level. So that we can settle at Brees Hall there. Alvin Kamara, Bijan Robinson. What do you think about for the 4 or 5 here ahead of McCaffrey?
So this is, and I moved it how I would have it ranked. So it's Barkley, Jefferson, Hall. I would take Bijan over Kamara, and then Kamara and McCaffrey for me.
Agreed. Again, the Falcons also dealing with some injury issues. Drake London left that last game early. He's a little bit beat up. Kyle Pitts has been questionable this week, I believe. Bijan could get a fair amount of usage this week. I think he's also in line for a good matchup up against the Saints, who have been also very, very bad on the ground. We saw it last week. The Panthers able to stick around. Chuba Hubbard, heard of him? Been a name we've been calling out over here a little bit. Was a big factor in that. Stuck one in the Saints' eyes, and we've just seen that narrative, play consistently across the last 3 or 4 weeks. The rushing defense has just been really bad. Alvin Kamara, I'm kind of on the fence with. I mean, he's like all they have left.
Yeah.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing for us?
I mean, I think it's fine for usage, but it does suck that like maybe they're not really going to be in scoring opportunities very often. That kind of blows for him. But I mean, dump down Derek's back. I mean, honestly, we could see Kamara get the 10 target games again like we were getting last year. So like that's in the realm of possibilities for him. But I mean, him not getting a lot of opportunities to score potentially is going to hurt him.
Are we worried about Jordan Mason at all for CMC? Kind of bringing
Jordan Mason may not play. So
okay, Garendo, my bad. Supplement running back. Are we worried about the supplement running back? Because whoever's there, whoever's healthy, they'll use Garendo, Mason. I wasn't worried about Mason though. Thank you.
A little slightly. I mean, right here, obviously shows Chris McCaffrey limited Wednesday, has no discomfort. Okay. But I mean, he hasn't really been in game action either, right? Like once you get in game action, it might get sore up. Like, are they really going to want to just stick him in there for a boatload of carries? Like they're trying to make the playoffs.
Yeah, exactly.
So I kind of like, instead of taking the CMC side of this, I'm kind of going and taking the Kittle side of it, which we will get to here in the next round. I just go Kittle. I think Kittle's going to get a heavy workload here for the Niners.
Well, considering that you've done 13 drafts and I've done 1, and in my one and only draft I have Kittle and Purdy, I appreciate the kind words there, making me feel good about myself. Oh, Mike Robb coming at it's a busy week here over at my house. Mike Robb, I'm sorry we didn't have it this week. We'll have it back next week. Also, no highlight videos this week. Sorry, Mike Robb. I don't know what you're going to do in the bathroom in the morning. I don't know what you're going to do with yourself.
All right, so let me take these guys back off here, and then we will put up the next 6 here, which does feature 2 quarterbacks. Okay, what the hell's happening? Here we go.
Yeah, and this bunch really like those matchups for the QBs again. Colts been putrid in the air, on the ground, getting a 1A matchup for Josh Allen. Jalen Hurts, kind of the same situation here. I mean, these are both really juicy. I think the only reason you're not taking them is just because everybody's going to have them.
Yeah, I mean, like for me, again, like I'm pulling Aaron Jones up the board here over these guys right now. Same thing with Garrett Wilson, Kittle's where I kind of like decide if I want to take one of these guys. If I don't, I usually lean in on Kittle here. If I do, yeah, I kind of prefer to take Hurts over Allen. I know that sounds a little crazy considering Devontae
No.
Smith and AJ Brown are both questionable right now.
Mhm.
But I just again, like I think Hurts is going to rush a little bit more. The rushing factor, scoring
Yeah.
touchdowns for Hurts just seems slightly higher than Allen right now. And against, Allen's going against the Indianapolis Colts defense that is not very good against the pass. Like Allen might be able to throw the ball around, which will benefit him. But honestly, I think we see his boom weeks come when he runs for a bunch of yards, 50 yards, and has one or two goal line touchdowns for himself. So I lean Hurts a little bit, over Allen right now.
I think that Josh Allen can be very productive on the ground this week too. I mean, this is just a poor rushing defense. They like to play like they're
So
coming downhill, but they drop into this really bad like zone, I don't know, linebacker coverage or something. Like they always want to
doesn't
spy
that
on everybody.
doesn't that make you just kind of want to wait a little bit and take Cook, which would be roughly in the round
Sure.
4, round 5 range?
Sure. Again, I think like if you had guys like Mahomes and Burrow up here with like juicy matchups, and there was like a similar situation, you could kind of argue like, oh, well, this is also a game where their running backs would be good, like whoever the Chiefs are giving the ball to, or Chase Brown or now Khalil Herbert, whatever. But in this situation, we do have rushing quarterbacks, and that's just why again I think that they are going to be taken a lot right here. So I'm agreeing with you. The scroll down is the play, but they both have upside, I think, that's worthy of this ADP. So at the same time, we're going to have to look out for those teams in come Sunday, right? When we're looking at the leaderboard.
Are you taking Allen over Hurts then?
I think both are just fine. Like I said, the matchups are great. Both defenses, the Colts and the Cowboys, have been bad on the ground, bad in the air recently. The Cowboys, I still believe, will be without Trayvon Diggs. If he does come back, he won't be 100%. The whole defense is banged up. Like it's a really good situation for both of those guys.
Are you taking these other guys over Hurts and Allen too, or are you moving
Sure.
them up above
Yeah.
Aaron Jones, Garrett Wilson?
Earlier, I did Kittle over them. So, yeah, I mean, like I said, the scroll down is the play. I think there's better value at this pick here because so many will be running to Allen and Hurts. Just don't be surprised when we see those teams, pushing us down the board a bit if these guys have their, MVP caliber production type of games, which I think they can. I do. I think that it's difficult to really pick which one will be the guy. And that's the kind of conundrum you're in. Like, well, if I'm going to take a QB this high, either one of them could easily just, rush for a touchdown and pass for a touchdown, and their running backs do work, right? Or they could either or both of them have, 4 total touchdowns, 5 total touchdowns. Very high ceilings for both of them this week. So they're worthy of the ADP, and I agree with you. The scroll down is the play, but I think they're going to be problematic this week because they are highlighted so up on the board. There's been plenty of weeks where we've seen Josh Allen go in the 3rd or 4th round.
Yeah, no, I concur. Anything else on any of these guys? I guess one thing before we how do you feel about Jonathan Taylor? I kind of been staying off of him right now. I know Bills have like a decent or a decent matchup for running backs, but I don't know. Taylor didn't look very good. The Colts kind of seem like they're like in a middling place right now. I don't know if I want to really go in on Jonathan Taylor. I'm sure I'll draft him a couple times, but it's not going to be somebody I go overboard on. What are your thoughts on Jonathan Taylor?
I would probably stay away because they like to pass the ball. Or I'm sorry, the Bills allow a lot of pass catching from the running back position. That's not how they've used Taylor. He did hit the over on his 11.5 last week. That was nice. But I don't know. I think it's more of a Josh Down game. I think he's the guy that we want to go after here. Him and Flacco have been clicking, maybe not going after the Flacco stack, but from what I saw in a poor game from Josh Downs last week, I think he has a little bit of a better upside going up against the Bills. Colts have their backs up against the wall. We've seen, Flacco play well before and make his, offensive players fantasy relevant. So I would be going more Josh Downs than Taylor this week.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, you talking my language there. All right, let's take these guys off here. I do like Garrett Wilson, by the way. I know I have him up there.
Love Garrett Wilson. Also,
I like him and
on
Adams.
the only team I've drafted so far, Garrett Wilson.
Nice. All right, so next 6 up here for us. This is where we start getting into the will they play productively or not territory.
Right.
So we have Deebo Samuel, Travis Kelce, AJ Brown, Devontae Smith, Devontae Adams, and CeeDee
Mhm.
Lamb. So we got Lamb, Smith, and Brown and Samuel all Q tags.
Mhm.
Debo limited Wednesday probably plays if I have to guess. AJ Brown officially limited Wednesday is day to day. He's more in question to me than any of these guys currently.
Right.
Devontae Smith does have what I think is a hamstring, right? Yeah, did not practice due to hamstring injury. He was fine last week, finished the game, no problem. I think that he's fine as well. They're probably just doing a little maintenance to him, and then obviously CeeDee Lamb limited practice Wednesday. I think he probably plays as well. But with Cooper Rush, how well is he going to perform? So, what are your thoughts on all the Q tag guys here?
I thought the play was going to be Devonta Smith here, and then I get home from work. I'm checking up on my news, and there it is, Devonta Smith not practicing. What the heck? Didn't have that cue earlier. Ouch. So he was the one that I was targeting early on. I think that if Lamb plays, he can still get hyper targeted with Cooper Rush there because what else is there, right? And we've seen the Eagles not be great in the secondary. So if there's some garbage time, they want to figure things out for the next couple of weeks, and they just let Cooper Rush just, sling it and fling it like Tony Romo coming off the bench. There might be something there for CeeDee Lamb. I think if he's healthy, you're definitely drafting him at this ADP because it's significantly reduced. And especially if you're doing a lot of drafts like yourself, I think you absolutely have to get him. But you're not doing it today on Wednesday, right? Like, want
I
to make
actually
sure
already
you're
have. Like
okay.
he was
All right.
CeeDee Lamb and
Andrew's
AJ
in.
Brown were yeah, I mean Brown and Lamb were both
Caution, meet wind.
they were both going higher than they are now. They have dropped back, obviously, with the Q tags. But I've taken them. I think like the other day, I got them 4-5, like the 4-5 turn, and both of them. And I
Rush
had
and Lamb, you're saying?
no, Brown and Lamb.
Oh, okay. Wow,
Yeah, because
interesting.
I had
I
Hurts,
don't.
and so I took Brown, and then I was like, "Fuck it, I might as well just take Lamb too and see what happens." Like if they're both fine, like that felt like good value. So I mean, yeah, I think they'll continue to fall a little bit until we get more news, but I actually don't mind still targeting them. And then I mean, you can set your swap, preferences, so I don't really mind doing that. But yeah, I've taken them both in the same draft.
AJ Brown, I mean, are we really worried about him though? I mean, it seems like that injury was going to be more serious and now he's already, practicing in a limited fashion.
I think that it hurts Brown if they come out like in the next day or two and they're like Devontae's good to go, like we're fine. I think it hurts him because like honestly, like to beat the Cowboys, I don't really think they need AJ Brown in there. So I mean, why risk it when you have then the Commanders on deck coming up in a pivotal matchup on Thursday night?
Mhm.
Like why not keep him healthy for that? So I do think he plays, but there is a small shot in my mind that says like they could just really just be like, you know what, shut her down for this week, come back against the Commanders strong, and be ready for that matchup. So I don't think they need him per se, which I think kind of hurts him.
No, I like that call to the look ahead. But yeah, set your swap rankings. It sounds like you might need to do that. And yeah,
Yes.
hopefully Devonta Smith is the guy this week. That's what I was seeing. That's what I was seeing. Then you get
Yeah.
home, you check some news.
Honestly, if not,
Ouch.
if one of these guys misses, I think Saquon is an absolute smash this week. Like he's gonna do what he just did.
Uh, Dallas Goedert looking like he is going to be coming back as well, so that'll be a factor to follow. Going into Sunday.
Yeah,
For
and
your
he's a
final
big
draft.
time scroll down on the tight ends, by the way, way down here.
Mhm.
So just
All right, who's the next group up here?
so next group up, let's see here. So we just went through Lamb was the last one. We got best ball darling for I think for both of us, definitely me, Kate Otten coming up here. So we're starting to get into the tight end territory here. So we got Kate Otten, Terry McLaurin, Jaden Daniels, James Cook, Kareem Hunt, and Trey McBride. Your
I mean,
thoughts, since I know you really like McBride down here. McBride against the Jets. Where are you at there?
if I had to rank these, I would probably go James Cook, Cade Otton, Trey McBride. Kareem Hunt, Jaden McLaurin. And that's just because of how good the Pittsburgh defense has been. I think it's going to be a tougher week for them. Not to say that Jaden won't be, relevant for us in, like a redraft and dynasty teams. It may not be a terrible start for you. I just don't think it's the booming week. I don't think it's the week that wins you the week 10 battle royale.
Yeah, I mean it's really hard to get him in there. I mean, look, like last week, McLaurin 2 touchdowns, but like on 2 catches or 3 catches, whatever he had, like
Yeah,
a
it's
very small volume. And I think you're right. Like I've not really taken them a ton. As you can see here, I've taken 14%. I think I've taken them on two teams, one with McLaurin and then one. I was the last pick. He fell all the way to the very last pick, and I took him. Like at that point, rushing ability comes in, and I'll just take that all day long.
Yeah.
But
no, he could definitely add something with his legs in this one, but it's also a game where I think he would be more prominent to have a turnover or two. The Pittsburgh Steelers defense has just been legit. TJ Watt's going to be up for Defensive Player of the Year. The points that they're just not allowing, the pace of play is just, they'll put you to sleep. Is that game in prime time?
No, I don't think so.
Well, that's good. I don't want to be sung to bed by the Steelers defense. Yeah.
No,
again,
it's
just
not
like
they can't be in prime time. It's this is the main slate, so it's either 1 o'clock or a 4 o'clock game. I thought you meant is it a 4 o'clock like prime time game, like the game? But no, I do not believe so. So Otten here I really like just because he's getting so many fucking targets. I mean, god dang. Look at this. Over the last 3 weeks, 10, 10, 11. That is absolutely elite for a tight end. He's put up 8, 9, and 8 receptions. I mean, this dude is just going absolutely berserk. It's going to continue this week in my eyes. I mean, they're going to continue to pass him the ball. San Francisco can definitely be passed on via the tight end. I now the tight ends, the linebackers are good for San Francisco, but in this matchup, they're going to need to throw the ball. So Otten's still going to see his targets. Really like Otten this week, as you can tell, 28% already drafted. Same thing with James Cook. Really like James Cook. We've already talked about this a little bit with the Josh Allen pick up top. Is I'd rather just take Cook. Obviously 42% already drafted of him. So really like those two in these 6 picks.
No, love Cade. Need him to continue to try and save our best ball teams.
Mike Raub out here just seeing if a war is going to get declared on us for us sending Daniel Jones versus Bryce Young over to Germany. Sorry, Germany. This is very bad. 9 game. Okay. No game here. Bad game. Sorry.
They don't want to test us again. They don't want to do that.
That's right. Back-to-back World War champs, baby. But yeah, I just, and I agree. Like that's not a very good game to be sending over there, but that's what you get. And he said, honestly, Daniels is going to be by far the best QB the Steelers have faced all year. That's probably a pretty accurate statement. As far as his skill set is concerned, I do think I am worried about this game. I've come to terms with the Commanders actually potentially being good. I can get myself hyped up for it, but this game does not benefit them based off of what they want to do. I think that the Steelers are going to sniff this out. And Washington might be in for a long day here. So definitely won't be going too heavy on them. We'll take some Daniels. I'll take a little bit of Terry, but it's going to be a tough one. This is going to really test the Terry and Daniels connection.
You know what the play is. We all know what the play is.
Austin Eckler over receiving yards.
Mike Raub knows what the play is. All right. He was trying to call out Chuba Hubbard last week too. Like, oh, it can't hit every week. Oh.
Yeah. Damn it, Chuba. Couldn't you just suck last week and not
eliminate me? Hey, that was number 2. The first one was on me. The second one was on him. So don't be hating. Don't be hating.
So annoying.
Hey, I told you to take the Saints too. It doesn't make any sense.
God.
I mean, it doesn't make sense. I'm sorry.
There was a stat where when a team ran for 150 yards and outpaced offensively the other team by 150 more yards in total, they were like some crazy 275-0 until last week. 275-1, I believe.
Yeah, well,
salt in the
Bryce
wound.
Young, you can't do it.
God. I mean, what the? I mean, not to get on a tangent about that game, but that last play for the Saints, the 4th down and 4 yards, and you heave it down the field. I get you're maybe trying to get a defensive pass interference, but you're telling me that you couldn't just split out Kamara and have him run like a 5-yard slant and just like
Taysom Hill.
What are we doing? Taysom Hill? Yeah, like
Taysom
what
Hill.
are you doing? I mean, thank God.
Oscar Moreau. All-star tight end. Just loves a knob gobble touchdowns. Foster Moreau, you piece of shit.
Yeah, I mean,
God, I
thank
hate
God
Foster
Dennis
Moreau.
Allen got fired. I mean, that was a fireable offense. That was just awful, like terrible. Fuck you, Saints. Okay, I
Agreed.
feel better. All right. Anything else on this crew here before we get to the last set of 6?
No, I mean, I think we have do you agree with that consensus there?
Yeah. I mean, I think you're right there, and I have taken Kareem Hunt a couple times as well. I do like that play as well. But yeah, I agree with you on all those guys.
Been solid on the ground.
Has
Solid.
very much so, which kind of sucks for Pacheco coming back because if Kareem Hunt is actually doing well, I think it's going to be close to a 50-50 split because they want to keep Pacheco healthy for the playoffs, right? But my
Mhm.
best ball teams say, let's let Pacheco eat again, but I don't think they're going to if Hunt is performing well. So last 6 here before we can just kind of get down to the scroll down guys. DeAndre Hopkins, George Pickens, Brock Purdy, Darnell Mooney, J.K. Dobbins, and Brian Thomas. How are you personally ranking these guys? Because I'll tell you what, can you guess out of all these guys who I have up top personally?
Of these guys,
Yeah.
you
As
really?
it
You think
sits
it's hard?
today.
You think it's hard?
Go ahead. Who is it?
BTJ?
No, negative. It's Darnell Mooney, baby. If
Okay. Well, that's more of a my pick. You should have said something like, "Oh,
I'm just saying,
this
like,
is the guy that you
who
like."
did you think would be at the top of this list for me? I figured you would
Not
say
I would not
BTJ.
assume Darnell Mooney, so I would not have gotten that.
If Drake London does not play for whatever reason, I know he has this hip thing. And shout out Sebastian, friend of the program, Sebastian Fearon. Go check him out over on Twitter. He posted a thing today saying that really it's just a pain tolerance thing for Drake London with this hip pointer. So he probably will play, but as we just saw, Saints dumpster fire right now. Atlanta probably really doesn't need Drake London in there to pull this one out between Bijan, Mooney, Pitts, obviously Captain Kirk at the helm. So I'm taking the Mooney right now because if Drake London gets ruled out or is like, they're going to say like unlimited snap count, whatever, Mooney's going to go up. So go get him now because he could absolutely smash on this slate if there is no Drake London. So I've been taking Darnell Mooney in this range more often than not.
No, I absolutely love it. I'm a Darnell Mooney guy. I don't know if I would put him first.
You still like Hopkins
Uh,
better?
Hopkins a tougher matchup with Denver, but I do like him more. I would probably have him, then Mooney, then Purdy,
So you have Purdy above Pickens. Okay.
BTJ, Pickens.
Dobbins.
Is he there already?
Yeah, right.
And then Dobbins. Yeah, Tennessee also not a great matchup up on the ground, and the Chargers are getting better in the passing offense. Dobbins has not been.
Oh no, I was just going to ask you because, and I'm agreeing, I think, with where you're going with this. But the thing I want to bring up to you real quick, because I want you to add this into what you're going to say, is his volume has been pretty good both on the ground and getting some targets per game. So how does that factor into what you're about to say about Dobbins and the tough matchup?
I just see him getting stuffed a little bit more and them getting a little bit more creative. The passing offense has been getting better. Like they're just not
But he's
completely
being
relying on the
included in
run.
that,
Yeah,
roughly.
for sure.
I mean, 3, 4,
I
and
would
2
still,
receptions.
I would still have him at the bottom there just based on the matchup. And again, the passing offense is getting better. Quentin Johnston's healthy. I think they push the ball down the field a little bit more. And to me, that's how the Titans have been getting beat the past couple of weeks, how the defense has been exposed.
I mean, yeah, I don't disagree with what you're saying, and that's why I wanted to ask that while you were going to talk about your snippet there. But I've taken Dobbins a little bit, as you can see. I think it's more of a volume play for me than it is a matchup play. Like Pickens is more of a matchup play than a volume play to me, and I kind of like Pickens
I
against
think we have
Washington's defense
some
a little bit.
others. Yeah, I think we have some other scroll down running backs though that have
We do.
similar volume upside and also have the matchup upside though.
Yeah, yeah. Do you want to say anything else about these guys? If not, I can take them all off, and we can just kind of go down to the scroll down guys.
Yeah, we can get moving down.
All right, so down past Brian Thomas here. So I'm going to take you here. So we got Swift, Drake London, who may or may not play. What does it say here? Limited on Wednesday. Again, like Sebastian said, it's going to be more of a pain tolerance kind of ordeal. So maybe gets the old juice in it, and it feels right and proper for him. But then we have Patrick Mahomes, Sam Darnold, who has a good matchup there. I've been taking some Sam Darnold, like Darnold. Evan Ingram, Taysom Hill, Najee, James Conner, Dalton Kincaid, Captain Kirk down here, which I've taken some of. Marvin Harrison down here, which I've taken some of. Downs, Pitts, McConkey, Hawkinson's. Like, there are definitely some scroll down options, but I think it's a pivotal, like, you need to land. I think somebody who lands on the right pick down here is going to be somebody who wins the whole thing this week. So down here, how are you adjusting these guys in your rankings?
Yeah, I like bringing up Downs, Najee Harris. Scroll up the board a little bit. I mean, Sam Darnold and I think Mahomes are still good picks. Mahomes is coming off of a good game, threw for 2+ touchdowns, was hurt, but we've also seen Denver give up some points. They got beat up by the Ravens. I think the Chiefs have the crew to do the same if they're in sync. DeAndre Hopkins is obviously leveling that offense up a bit. So I think his presence gives them, some more options in the passing game that also level up their run game that's been solid. So I think Patrick Mahomes should also be an easy click, especially if you're doing a lot of drafts. Sam Darnold, especially if you're getting Justin Jefferson, right there is just fine. I mean, Evan Ingram, he should be a better pick. Just not sure to trust it this week. Not sure if Trevor Lawrence is going to be playing.
Yeah, 10 targets last week. Again, we called this out on DJ and Dads about just how the Christian Kirk going out and whatnot was going to open up Evan Ingram targets, which it definitely did. 10 targets. I think that we could see that again. Now, let me go to Trevor Lawrence because I know he was questionable. Let me just take a gander at old T-Law here and see what the update is.
What do you think about Hawkinson in that game? I mean, he had 4 targets in his first game back. Not bad.
Yeah, I mean, it's not somebody I'm going to go heavy on, but in a Darnold matchup, in a Darnold build, if you want to do that or bring back, I don't mind it. I don't think that we're going to see him get, 10 targets, 8 targets, something like that. I think Justin Jefferson can eat with Addison in this, but on Trevor Lawrence, just in case you do want to take some Ingram and or BTJ, he is nursing a sore shoulder right now. Let's see here. I mean, they signed CJ Beathard off of Dolphins practice squad. Peterson noted Mac Jones remains top backup if Lawrence can't play. So definitely some concern for Lawrence playing. I think that hurts BTJ more than it hurts Evan Ingram, just because, again, normally when we see new QBs come in, they tend to go to some tight ends, get that easy check down. So I think Ingram's still a decent play. BTJ, if Lawrence does not play, a little bit harder of an ask, I think, there. There was somebody else scrolling down and I was considering taking. Oh, yeah, Rachaad White. Just because of the targets he's been getting. Now, he'd only had 3, but any love for Rachaad White versus San Francisco at all, just based off of, 33% of the targets are going to them.
You got the red zone touches. So, yeah, you got the goal line carry. So, yeah, you got the upside in the red zone. You got pass catching upside. Be different. Yeah, of course.
Okay. Any love for Brian Robinson, who's been pretty good this year when he is healthy, currently questionable, limited in practice. All reports are indicating that he's probably going to play. Any love for B-Rob against Pittsburgh, or is that a stay away due to the matchup and whatnot?
It's a pass. Take him when he's healthier.
Okay. Anybody else that you saw down here as we were kind of going down that you like at all?
Nick Westbrook-Akine refuses to stop scoring touchdowns.
Yeah, he is lowly down here. Find end zone. Yeah, finds end zone again. Three weeks in a row. Now,
I think it's 5 now, dude.
Oh, well, 3.
Yeah, I know. So that's all it shows there. It's something dumb.
I mean, he's only got 8, 10, 13. That's not going to win it for you, but
that's just
that might be a call you want to write that down for DJ and Dads. That might be a call
I'm staying away. I already was doing my homework on it. I'm not touching that. Get the hell out of here. I'll get reduced odds, and it'll still be plus 200, and then we'll miss it on a penalty and a holding call.
That's probably pretty accurate. DJ Moore, your man, the myth, the legend, the guy who walks off the field during plays. Any love for DJ Moore against New England?
Stop it. You're so big on your britches this year. Get out of here with your 7-2. Get out of here. It's not a week to take him. I honestly like Swift a lot more. You kind of mentioned him earlier. We've talked consistently this season about targeting the Patriots for running backs, whether it's receptions, yardage, props overall, DFS. It's a good matchup for RBs, and that's where I'm going to lean in heavy of this week. Swift. I think your boy Roshan could find the end zone if he wants to come in and steal one. Clear sailing for him now with the Khalil Herbert down in Cincinnati. Gonna be. I don't think he'll be playing tomorrow. It'd be crazy, right? It'd be crazy.
Yeah, I mean, I did see Burrow said today that he doesn't really know what he's doing, but he's like right beside Burrow, like getting the like, and it was kind of a funny quote. He was like, he doesn't really know what's going on, but he's always right beside me
I'll just tell
asking.
him.
Yeah, exactly, right. Like he's like,
I'll
I can
just
just
tell him
tell
what
him.
to do. He's right there.
Yeah. So I think he's like, I think there is a shot that we see him at least play a handful of snaps.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't think that means he's playing meaningful snaps, but
No.
yeah, that was a funny little tidbit I saw from him.
Yeah.
Hey, Joe Burrow always has the best quibs. All right, like he is straight out of a Peter Parker comic. That is great. I love
He does look like a
his
man on a mission. I will tell you. Somebody pointed out, like, did you see how he looked after he threw his 5th touchdown pass? Like he looked like he was pissed off. They're like, that's a man that's like, no, is on a
Let's
mission.
go.
Like he knows what he wants and he's going to get it.
Russian
And I'm like,
gas, baby. Russian gas. He's going full
yeah,
USSR
God
on
dang
the
it, T.
NFL.
Higgins, get the fuck back on the field so you can be a recipient of some of these touchdowns. God, so
Nope.
annoying.
Nope. Pay me my money.
So
Pay me
annoying.
my money.
Love Higgins. Anyway, the only other guy down here I kind of wanted to highlight is Jake Ferguson with Cooper Rush now being at the helm. Again, we just mentioned it. Gonna go to the tight end probably. He's been getting more targets, 4, 8, and 10. I mean, the last 2 weeks, 8 and 10. I think that they're going to have to lean on Jake Ferguson here. I can see him getting anywhere from the 8 to 10 targets again. Not a bad week to take him against Philadelphia as well, who has a middling pass defense. So I just wanted to call out Ferguson because one of these weeks he's really going to go off, and I would like to be on the right side of that if possible.
7 for 10 last week, excuse me. Pretty solid still. Pretty solid. Dalton Kincaid or Ferguson this week?
Man,
Obviously
that's
Kincaid more expensive, but I like Kincaid a lot this week.
yeah. I mean, Kincaid has a good matchup. He's seen all year long. He's been seeing a pretty decent share of the targets. So I probably still go Kincaid, but it's probably closer than people could imagine that being.
Yeah, less efficient the past couple of weeks though. 4 for 10, 4 for 7, 3 for 6, only clipping 50 yards and a touchdown twice through that stretch. Not amazing.
Here's a question for you because I see Taysom Hill's name here again, and I kind of want to bring him up really quick. Who scores more touchdowns this week, Alvin Kamara or Taysom Hill?
Let's throw Derek Carr in the mix too.
You think Derek Carr rushes?
No. Like total. Like include him in the passing because when does he throw for 2 passing touchdowns or have 2 total touchdowns? Throw him in the mix too. Taysom Hill probably has more than I guess both of them. I don't know. He's a sure thing in the red zone. He's like 5 yards and in, you just get a couple of rugby pushes and there he is. He's a massive human.
Maybe this is the Taysom Hill 2 touchdown week.
Maybe for Friday, save that conversation.
Yeah.
I don't think it's worth it going after him in DFS.
Depends.
I mean, I know that some auto draft optimizer max entry soy boy is gonna, probably nail this one for sure. Because he'll have them queued up in, draft 142 through 150, and he'll nail some perfect lineup with them. 3rd place, 2nd place, bastards.
All right, Brundog. I think it's that time that we get ourselves into the streets. You drafting with me? You doing your own teams? What are we doing? What's the plan this week?
I am doing my own this week.
Okay, 10-4, good buddy. For anybody who wants to get in with us, we are going to hop into a battle royale. Let's see. Mike Rob says Taysom Hill has 10 letters in his name and it's week 10. Not that hard to figure out that correlation.
Sit down, Katniss. Sit down, Katniss.
It's not a bad call up.
Quiet.
Anyway, battle royale, week 10, $7, 48,156 entrants this week, $40,000 up top for those wanting to draft with us. Get ready. Counting it down now, Brundog. You ready?
Sí, bueno.
All right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, enter. 5 more to
Draft?
start.
Oh, draft starting.
Oh, Lord Jesus. Well, here. I added you to the thing. Pulled up for the good people.
What's that?
I have your thing up. Your screen. Right here. What are you doing? That's your screen, brother.
Oh, you want me to just pull up my draft?
Yeah. Pull up the draft. Yeah.
In the 6-7.
Can you click go to draft, by the way? I know it's been like a hot second since you've actually done it on the screen now, but
Is this good for you? Does this work?
Yes, that's perfect. So sitting at the 6-7 spot, what's your plan here? Or what's your hope, I should say? I am in it with Mike Raub, by the way. Mike Raub in my 3 spot in my draft. I'm in the 1 spot.
Nice. Brees Hall, I guess, would be nice if he actually falls to that spot. You've talked him up a little bit for me, so that would be nice. But I think he probably goes ahead of that. If not, maybe I do one of the QBs. I get in the mix here.
Okay.
I don't know any of these people in my draft. The bastards.
I will. I'll probably be switching the screens back and forth between your draft and Mike and I's draft. Yep. My draft starts in 8 seconds. For anyone caring, I'm going to pick Saquon Barkley.
My first pick just auto picked at Saquon Barkley.
Let's see what Mike does here at the 3 spot, and then I'll switch it back over to your screen here. Oh,
Ginder is here.
Ginder in the chat. Ginder, you just missed us getting in our first draft. Way to be late.
I know. He thinks he's fucking Snoop Dogg coming when we just light the blunt. Like, what are you doing?
Puff pass. Mike Raub took Alvin Kamara in the 3 spot. All right, switching back over to you, Brune Dog. See what happens.
Barkley, Jefferson auto picked. First 2 picks. Hey, Kamara going 3 to Herb Dean. Solid name.
Herb Dean, that's right.
Yeah. Bijan goes next. I probably will not be lucky, and there goes Brees Hall. Fuck it. Let's get CMC.
You're a wild man, Bruni. Wild man.
I mean, it's right there. Fuck it. If he's back and he's back to greatness, he's like a Derrick Rose of football. He only knows one speed, and it's go. Like, dude, practice. We talking about
picking?
Practice? Shut up.
Golly, you give me anxiety watching you.
Let's do Jalen Hurts. I'm monologuing. All right. Damn it, I'm monologuing here.
Mike Raub up. See where he goes here.
Yeah, I'm hoping for a fall maybe for AJ Brown. We'll see. Probably not.
Oh, geez. Here, Bruni, this is for you.
From Candace before I hopped on.
Ginder, the delivery better be better than last time.
Oh.
He said,
it's going to be bad. It's going to be bad.
He knows what's coming. All right, I'm up.
Yeah, I'm like scrolling down the board, and you're like talking about Ginder quotes. I'm just like, what?
All right, I'm taking took Aaron Jones.
Candace, dick with your mouth.
Ginder, you messed that up. Can this dick with your you gotta doesn't even make sense really. That's so disappointing.
Swing and a miss, brother.
Very disappointing. All right, I took Aaron Jones and Travis Kelce. Bruni, are you almost up again?
I'm up in 5.
Okay, then
AJ Brown ADP's up in 3. Looking to grab him.
Oh, here you go.
Get all the hurt guys.
Can this dick fit in your mouth is what he wanted to.
Smart. That's good. That was
My
good
bad.
on
Spell check.
Spell check. Yeah, that's what.
Let's see. So Mike Raub currently has Alvin Kamara and Garrett Wilson. Let's see what he does here.
I'm up in 4. Hurts and McCaffrey.
He goes Lamb.
Okay.
Don't mind that.
Trusting it. If I was CD Lamb, I would have wanted to get out of that game as well. So I get it. Probably just, faking it.
Faking it? You faking it?
No different than Devontae Adams.
That is true. That's why I was wondering, is T. Higgins doing the same thing? But now the trade deadline's passed and he's still like not doing it, I'm like, never mind. I don't think unless he's trying to hold out for a contract. But if you hold out for a contract with the Bengals, God bless you, because guess what? They told Jamar Chase you can sit on and rotate because we ain't paying you. And Jamar Chase came back. So I think they're barking up the wrong tree if you're trying to do that, Higgins. PSA, buddy.
No one likes barking up trees. I took Devontae Adams. So we got Adams, McCaffrey, Hurts.
What are you doing with this pick?
Not sure yet.
Ginder says, for real though, Bruni, did you see the winning lineup username Room40 had this weekend? He's gonna say like Room40's nuts. God, Bruni, you got to get up on these jokes, brother.
No, I'm glad that like it's very interesting. One, that you can translate all of them already. Like you're just like, oh, I know exactly. I'm speaking that language. I don't, and I'm happy about that. That's okay.
Also, Mike Rob says, sounds like Bruni knows something about understanding when someone is faking it. Womp womp.
Better to know than not to know. I'll tell you that much. Better to know than not to know. There are signals, and if they be doing that, hey, stop it.
I'm up next. Currently, I have Saquon Barkley, Aaron Jones, and Travis Kelce.
I took James Cook with my last pick, so Hurts, CMC, Cook, Adams.
I'm a man of my word. I'm taking Mooney, and boy, oh boy, oh boy. Terry's still sitting there. Marvin Harrison. You know what? I'm taking Josh Downs.
Good pick. You know, I don't hate it.
Okay, you got a little bit of time here. So, duh, money, aka Mikey Rob. Mike Rob, Andrew Rob, long lost cousins, different last name spelling. I think so. He took Daniels. So he currently has Daniels, Alvin Kamara, Kareem Hunt, Garrett Wilson, and CD Lamb.
Yar. Travis Kelce.
That's right. Shout out, Mr. Swift. Oh, look, see, you're picking up on him.
That's been a topic on our show like multiple times already.
No, that's right, Mr. Swift.
He said last week, he was like, oh, I took the Romeo and Juliet parlay.
He did.
Okay.
I think he also took it again this week, which did not hit.
Did you do that in your bubble bath? Like, come on now. Stop it. Why are you this way?
All right, Bruni.
Let's go back to the well. Let's go back to Hopkins. Devontae Adams,
and
Hopkins.
Tight end. Where you slamming there?
I'm thinking Ingram.
Okay.
Yeah, we're gonna go Ingram.
Ferguson gives you a game stack.
I might.
Okay.
I might.
Fine. Last time I tried to help you.
Good. Do that.
Good. You son of a bitch.
Life's too short to not have fun. Is that a Taylor Swift like lyric or something?
So, Bruni, here's the situation I got. Okay. I have Darnell Mooney and could take Kirk, or I have Kelce and could take Mahomes. Which way are you leaning there?
Mahomes.
Okay.
I just took Hopkins. I just took Hopkins. How can I say
taking Mahomes? Okay. I've actually done both those already, Kelce and Mahomes, and also Cousins with Mooney. So I was just curious which way you were leaning there.
I'm also heavy on Bijan, so it's it's tough to lean heavy on Kirk.
Truth. All
right.
For everyone who wants to draft with us again here, we're going to try it again. So, Brundog, Battle Royale. I'm going to enter. Are you ready?
Sí, bueno.
All right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Enter. 3 more to start. 2 more to start.
We're in.
1 more to start. Draft starting soon.
Go away, Ginder. Go away.
Mike Rob said, gonna mess this team up for the bit. Gotta go with the week 10 Taysom theory. I love it.
Is
All
there a
right,
week
let
10
me.
Taysom theory?
Brother, are you kidding? He just told you Taysom Hill has 10 letters in his thing. You're fucking with me
Oh,
right
that thing. No, I thought there were like maybe there's a real
now.
one that he had to reference, not this
We
crap that
have
you just came up with in the chat.
we do we do have Bruni, Mike Rob, myself, Ginder, and Love Stains. I mean stars at the beginning.
Know where Andrew's head's at.
Nah. Yeah, down south.
Love stains.
Friends and family draft right here. 4 out of the 6 slots. I love it.
Yeah, pretty solid. Pretty solid. People showing up. Let's go. Kinder hasn't even hit the like button yet. Coward.
Oh, wow.
You better do it. Andrew knows where you live, and I know how to get hold of Andrew. Also, don't take my players.
JJ, right out of the gate. Saquon.
Gift it too.
Do I continue taking the man that I've taken so often already?
Love stains is actually a pretty funny term for kids if you think about it. Yes. Yes,
Yeah.
it is.
Oh, crotch goblins, fuck trophies. Those are the 2 I normally use to my wife when I refer to my children.
So you've mentioned multiple times on this podcast.
Would love stains actually be a funny term for kids because that means that they never actually made it to the pool. You know what I mean?
I thought it was a good band name, you know.
Soft Rock, is that one of the bands we would have heard if you woke up at 2:30 in the morning back in the early 90s and mid 90s, you know, like when you wake up and it's just playing in the background because you left the TV on with Michael Bublé?
It might be. It might be. It hurts. Let's go, Allen. One of them's got to have the MVP game. Let's just get both. Love Stains opening for Stained. See, that was good. And I don't think that you put a whole ton of effort into that.
I can't tell if that's a backhanded insult or not.
It's everything. It's that. It's a compliment. Compliments can be insults too. I'm very fluid.
All right, so I got Bijan. Man, there's a lot of guys I like Kelsey, Kittle, Wilson, Aaron Jones here.
Heard it. Andrew loves dudes. He loves dudes.
That's a way to put it. Bijan and what feels right? Bijan and Wilson, Bijan and Kittle, Bijan and Kelsey. Bijan. You know what?
I bet Ginder was rooting for the guy on Survivor that knew every Taylor Swift song. If you watch Survivor, you know what I'm talking about.
I do not.
There was
I play Survivor every day of my life, just trying to survive life. So
yeah, absolutely. It's a great way to live. When I submit my video, it'll somewhere in there, it'll say like, I live life like I'm playing for immunity, you know, like it'll be in there somewhere.
Oh, looks like I took Ginder's guy. Sorry, buddy. Sorry.
Nice. But no, there was a good bit in that season where there was a guy who knew every single Metallica song. He was like a cover band musician or something like that, and he was a huge Metallica fan. And then they had this kid who was a huge Taylor Swift fan. So they would literally just go back and forth one to another, and they'd have to say the name of a song, and they were at it for like hours. Metallica song, Taylor Swift song, Metallica song. They were at it for hours. It was great.
He said last night, him and I were drafting. He was trying to get Kelsey, Kittle. Didn't get to do it. I did it last night, and you know what? Just did it again. So I got Bijan, Kelsey, and Kittle.
Andrew loves dudes.
Hashtag why not? Why not them?
Loves dudes.
Loves dudes.
Why not? Why not who? Them?
Yeah.
Who?
Who? They? Them?
That's what you were saying.
Got him. Not no more.
Good story, Bruni. Snore. We wouldn't know what you're talking about, even if you tried to describe it. Let's go Trey. Let's go Trey. And
I do it. You won't.
He's gone, I think.
Oh, is he? Sorry. I can't see tight ends anymore because I have 2 of them.
Yeah, he gone. Yeah, I would honestly over these guys. I would have because I've already taken Smith, Adams. I haven't taken Lamb yet. We'll go with Lamb. I've taken all these guys. Taking Hopkins. Want to mix it up?
Who took? Oh, Otten was.
Yes, Ginder. There will be another draft after this. Settle your tits. Your conundrum here.
All right, I'll take
your boy Dobbins. Your boy.
I can't take Dobbins. I have 2 tight ends. I can't take 2 running backs now.
No.
But nice.
Ginder, tell me what
nice
story.
call out.
What?
I said nice call out there.
Yeah, sure. It's okay. I get by.
I'm glad you get by, dude.
That's the way to live. I take a break or two in between so you can put in money. Put in money now. Do it now. He wants us to take a break so he can put in cash.
What is this fucking football? What, are we taking time out? 2-minute
warning?
Yeah,
I know. He thinks he gets at least 3.
We will give him, beginner, you have exactly 20 seconds from the end of this draft.
Dang, Ginder.
That's a good, I feel like that's enough time. It's not rocket science to do it.
He has to get the money out of a clearinghouse. You didn't know?
Publishing clearinghouse?
I think so.
Nice. I like that.
They hold it for him.
So my doctor told me I need to do from now on, have somebody else hold it for me. It's too heavy.
You get a good workout every day. That's for sure.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. You know what? One in Rome, take Darnell Mooney again.
So happy to hear you say that. So happy that the public is back on Darnell Mooney. It took them a little bit. They weren't in on it right away, even through the early success this season. Still weren't in on it. But the rat bastards have come around.
Yes, sir.
Am I taking James Conner? Am I getting crazy?
If you guys already haven't done so, like we've mentioned before, go over, sign up for Best Ball Overlay on bestballoverlay.com. Use code FANSPEAK for $10 off per month, making it $20. Pretty nice tool here. Again, like I know we've went over this before, but just shows you, the spread of the game, who's favored, the total, what the weather kind of looks like if it's in a dome. So just nice little reference while you're doing your drafts here. Easy to look at, and then of course it can show you who you could correlate with somebody on your team. So pretty cool.
He said, "Never mind."
Don't need timeout. Nice. All right.
I win in my pants anyway.
I think I'm gonna take Cousins on this one.
Yeah, right. You won't.
I did.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
We did tell him we do one more, so we'll do one more.
Yep, we will do one more. I think next time we're gonna try to get some of these scroll down guys. Target maybe 2 of them down there. All right. Well, Love Stains is up here, but if everyone is ready, head back over. Get ready to enter in. Bruni, are you ready to enter in once again?
Bueno.
Okay. Counting it down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Enter. 2 more to start. 1 more to start. Oh, Lord Jesus.
That was
draft starting soon.
Ingles also back in the mix.
The money. Oh, Ginder. Ginder missed it. Oh, no.
With some money.
Ginder, are you... if you can hear me still, go into another one. 2 more to start and another one, Ginder.
Damn.
I'll do a second one with you.
Take your money out of your purse. Put it in there.
1 more to start on that one, Ginder.
Mike Robb says 3 for 3 itches.
Nice. Let's see if Ginder's in the second one with me. He is. So we will just go. I'll go back and forth between the 2 here. So I got the one I'm in with Ginder. I'm in the 1 spot. Ginder's in a 5 spot. In the one that the rest of us are in together, I am in the 5 spot, Bruni in the 2 spot, and Mike Raub in the 6 spot. I'm sorry. Wait, what did this team name say? Goat hop grower? Oh, okay, never mind. That's not what I thought that was going to say. Ginder knows what I'm talking about. Bruni with the Barkley. Well done. Wow. Just
easy pick.
Right off ADP.
Ripping it. Grip it and rip it, my friend. I can't really grip it and rip it. I can grip it. Can't really rip it.
I can grip and rip it.
I know you can. Proud of you.
Thank you. All right. In my other draft, I am number 1. I am going to go ahead and
Nancy Reagan. Okay, cool, man.
Oh, geez. Yeah.
Was that about don't do drugs? Just say
no.
no.
No. Back in the day, Ginder alerted me that she used to be a bit of a what do they call them nowadays? Hose.
I think they called him that then too.
Oh, did they? Okay, I just was curious.
Nancy Reagan was sleeping around on Ronald
before she met the old Ronald. According to Ginder, this is per Ginder.
What do you think Melania was doing, buddy? The answer is everyone.
I'm assuming seeing that there's a checkbook that was coming her way.
She was in everybody's checkbook, yeah.
Hey, don't hate the player, hate the game. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's all good, man. It's all good. I don't.
Okay.
I just think it's funny. I just think it's funny.
So I have, what do I have? Bijan and then Brees. Yeah, I'm doing that again.
These conservative women are wild.
Wow. Ginder up. My God, this guy.
So he was calling you a hoe there? Was that what that was?
Ginder took Bijan. I think so.
Oh, okay.
What did Mike Raub do? He took Allen and Kittle. Oh, okay. I like that combo. It's a nice little combo right there for him. Pow.
Barkley and now Kelsey. Kind of thinking about Johnny T. I don't want to do it, though. I just don't trust it. I think I'm going to be like Andrew. I'm going to scroll the fuck down. And I'm going to take it your boy.
Oh, okay. Just going right for Dobbins. I don't think you needed to do it at that point, but I respect it.
No. Let's get weird. No. I got Kelsey and Barkley. Feel good about that. Let's get some weird pull down options. Scroll down. Let's get it.
And pull down. Ginder and the other one has Bijan and Brees Hall. He's on the old Andrew train there. I like it.
Not bad.
So I'm up here. What do I got again? Yeah, Bijan and Brees Hall.
You saw my screenshot earlier of Calvin Ridley. He's down here at 35. He went pick 3 earlier.
I did. Give me odd.
That's psycho, dude. Against the Chargers, even dude, was that Calvin Ridley himself?
he went from sports betting to underdog drafts.
He discovered it. Yeah, somebody did. He's like, this isn't regulated.
Josh Allen made it all the way in Ginder and I's draft to the end of the second round. I'm going to take Josh Allen right there.
Yeah, that is nice. That's a smash.
I like that. So I got Josh Allen and Barkley. Let's pair that up with Travis Kelce. Mike Raub, AJ Brown, and Kareem Hunt. What a guy.
Not recommended.
Not recommended. You know what? I haven't taken Debo at all. I'm going to do it here. I'm going to do that.
In ours. Was that in our draft or yours?
Yes. No, I have our draft up here. Switch over to the
Ginder and I's draft. Taking him in this one.
Let's see what Ginder does with this here. He has the old the Bijan and Brees that I have in our draft. So let's see what he does.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna get weird here. Give me
who are you taking?
Go with Kelsey. I can't do anything. I was gonna take Herbert and McConkey, but I'm gonna take Mahomes and probably McConkey.
Okay.
I was thinking about doing. Yeah, I don't want to get too cute with it because if I'm betting on Kelsey having a huge game, obviously it's backed by a Kelsey big game as well. And again, the Denver Broncos defense has been good, but man, did they look bad up against the Ravens.
Yes, they did.
All right, so 2 scroll down receivers. We're going to take Vlad, and then we're going to see what comes back to us in 8 picks. So I have Mahomes, Barkley, Dobbins, Ladd, and Kelsey.
I respect it.
Hopefully, the Chargers have a Lions 50-pointer against the Titans.
Nice.
Man,
if this guy doesn't take Devontae, I might just take Devontae. Oh, Jesus. Okay. Well, I might just take Devontae here. I mean, if that pans out, that's going to be a nice team. Is it going to let me pick it? What is happening here? Why does it keep? It's like zinging around. There we go. Jesus.
Can he pick it?
Yeah, got him.
Nailed it.
Let's see. In the other draft here, fetching your draft. That's nice. Let's see. Allen, Barkley, Kelsey for me. Oh, I'm up in this draft. This is one I need a QB. All right, QB. Do I go Purdy or? Oh man, Purdy or Baker? You know what? I'll go Purdy here. Again, it is just wild to me that it keeps happening on the screen. All right.
Yeah, I'm going way down here.
Allen, Barkley, Kelsey.
Give me Rome Odunze. Been knocking on the door for a couple of touchdown opportunities, getting the Patriots. He's got coming off 7 targets, 6 targets a game before that. Oh, it's down there. Him and Williams have always had a good rapport, but I've been picking up a little bit recently. Throw the dart.
I feel that. You know what? I'm gonna take Marvin Harrison.
Yeah, don't hate it.
So far this draft, since I know obviously our other draft ended here, I have Josh Allen, Barkley, Jonathan Taylor. I didn't want to do it, but it does make sense to bring it back with Josh Allen, Marvin Harrison, and Travis Kelce.
Nice. Yeah, very good stuff.
I mean, Jonathan Taylor fell 12 spots, so I felt like it was appropriate to do it here. Also, Ginder's looking for Devontae Smith, so I was trying to help him out. Oh, Mr. Wild's in the chat. Hope you're drafting the Winnie BR team. Well, I don't draft for to try to draft losers. That's for damn sure. Damn, he must have been out there hunting on so late, joining us an hour and 10 minutes late. I think his dad got a deer. I think I saw that on the old Facebook. So well done, Mr. Papa Walls.
Put it on the wall.
Put it in the fridge.
For dinner? You're gonna make some jerky. Venison jerky's the best.
Oh, it's so good.
All right. Anything to share before we head out?
Well, I'd like to share that I'd like to finish this draft.
Oh, all right. My bad.
Dang, man. You trying to send us out?
I thought you picked your last player. My bad, dog.
No, why don't you tell everyone what they can find us, where they can find us, what time? DGen Dads.
Friday night, 9:30. Same place, same time, just a couple of days later.
Oh.
Get the weekend started right. Come get all those picks, all those winning tickets.
I did see we eclipsed, however you say that, the 400 mark on our subs for the show. So in 100 more, the last edition of the Cocktail Playbook will be given out at 500. Please share with family, friends, get people subbed on here so we can give this nice book out, written by Zach Berger. You go find him on Twitter at FF Chalupa Batman. Pretty cool book. Obviously we gave one out to Mike Raub. Mike Raub can obviously tell people a little bit about the book if he cares to, whether he liked it or not. That is completely up to him, but it's a pretty cool book to have sitting around just in case you want to make yourself a nice cocktail on the weekends and, drink the blood of your enemies, as they say. All right, I'm finishing up here. Need a last pick. Need a wide receiver. You know what? Let's just go with Calvin Ridley, man. The dude did it at 3. I'll do it as the last pick. I don't know why it's like not showing up on this, but I already took it on my phone, so there's that.
Fair enough.
Fair
Very odd
enough
pick.
indeed.
Very odd.
Let's see.
Pick 6, not so bad.
Ginder's team really quick if you want to see it. He had Jalen Hurts, Bijan Robinson, Breece Hall, DeAndre Hopkins, Devontae Smith, and the 10-letter name himself, Taysom Hill.
Got to find an end zone this week. Ginder just texted me his team.
Nice.
All right. I'll save that one, Ginder. No worries. All right. Very good. Come back with us Friday night. DGen Dads, 9:30 Eastern here on the FanSpeak Network. We're also back every Wednesday, like this show, 9:30 Eastern time for each week's Battle Royale preview on the Underdog app. Come ride with us. Join us. Smash the like button. Share the video. Tell your friends, your mailman, your grandparents. Everybody's got a YouTube. Come on now. Everybody's got a YouTube page. Come on. Share it. Give it out. Everybody's going to be thanking you for all the free picks. Typically, when you get people free money, you get comps. You got a sandwich guy, give him a couple of free picks, a couple of free Sammys. You never know.
Well done. All right. Thanks everybody for joining us. As always, appreciate you guys joining in the chat, joining in the drafts. We will see you all Friday night. Send us out.
Take care. Be well. Be good. If you can't be good, be good at it. We'll see you. Ginder's got a worm guy.